Right, listen up, farmers. This isn't just another day out in the fields. We're facing a new kind of challenge, and it's coming straight from the sky. The weather's not what it used to be, and if we want to keep our farms running, we need to get ahead of it. The weather's gone bonkers. One minute it's bone dry, the next we're swimming in the bloody fields. It's like Mother Nature can't make up her mind. Scorching heat waves, then sudden downpours, and sometimes both in the same week. These wild swings are making it harder than ever to plan our work and protect our livelihoods. It's enough to make a bloke reach for another pint, but we can't just sit back and hope for the best. We've got crops to grow, animals to feed, and families to support. Every decision we make now matters more than ever because the stakes are higher and the risks are bigger. So, we need to toughen up our farms and be ready for whatever Mother Nature throws at us. That means reinforcing our barns, protecting our sheds, and making sure our fields can handle whatever comes, be it drought, flood, or storm. Droughts can wipe out a whole season's work in a flash. No rain means thirsty crops, and thirsty crops mean no profit, and no profit means no more fancy tractor for me. It's not just about losing a bit of yield, it's about the future of the farm, the food on our tables, and the community that depends on us. Floods, on the other hand, are like a rampaging herd of cattle let loose in a china shop. They can wash away topsoil, drown your crops, and leave a right mess behind. The damage doesn't stop when the water recedes. Sometimes it takes months, even years, to recover from a really bad flood. And let's not forget the damage to buildings and equipment. Storms can rip roofs off barns, smash up machinery, and leave us with a repair bill that makes your eyes water. It's enough to make a grown man weep, especially when you know how hard you've worked for every bit of it. But don't despair, there's plenty we can do to weatherproof our farms. We can install rainwater tanks to save every drop, put up flood barriers to keep the water out, and fix up our drainage so the fields don't turn into lakes. Every little bit helps, and every step makes us stronger. We just need to be smart, resourceful, and maybe a little bit stubborn, just like a good farmer should be. It's about working together, sharing ideas, and never giving up, no matter how tough things get. By taking steps to conserve water, prevent flood damage, and adapt to the changing climate, we can make sure our farms are ready for anything. The future might be uncertain, but with the right know-how and a bit of grit, we can keep our farms thriving for generations to come. When drought hits, every drop of water becomes more precious than ever. The key to surviving these tough times is smart water conservation, making sure we use what we have as wisely as possible, and not letting a single drop go to waste. We need to treat water like it's liquid gold, something to be treasured, protected, and used with care. Every time you turn on a tap or fill a trough, remember that water is a limited resource, especially during a drought. Even small leaks or careless habits can add up to a lot of wasted water over time. One of the smartest moves you can make is to collect rainwater whenever possible. Installing large tanks and connecting them to your gutters means you can capture every precious drop when it does rain. This stored water can be a lifesaver for your crops and animals during dry spells. Even a short shower can fill up your tanks and give you a valuable reserve to draw from when the weather turns hot and dry. Next up, let's talk about drip irrigation. This system is a real game changer for farmers facing drought. Instead of spraying water everywhere and losing much of it to evaporation, drip irrigation delivers water directly to the roots of your plants, exactly where it's needed. This targeted approach means your crops get a steady, efficient supply of moisture, and you don't waste a single drop. It's like giving your plants a personal water bottle right at their feet. And finally, don't forget to think carefully about what you're planting. Some crops are incredibly thirsty and will struggle in dry conditions, while others are bred to withstand drought. Choosing drought-resistant varieties can make a huge difference. They're tough, resilient, and can keep producing even when the rain stays away. By planning ahead and making smart choices, you can help your farm weather even the driest seasons. Now let's talk floods. Flooding can strike suddenly, turning your fields into lakes and putting your crops and buildings at risk. But with the right preparation, you can protect your farm and bounce back faster after heavy rains. The key here is good drainage. Well-designed drainage systems help move water off your land quickly, preventing it from pooling and causing damage. Make sure your fields have proper ditches and channels to carry excess water away. Regularly check and maintain these channels so they don't get blocked by debris or overgrown plants. And don't forget about your buildings. Clear out those gutters and make sure the water flows away from your structures, not towards them. Redirecting water away from barns, sheds, and storage areas can save you from costly repairs down the line. Another handy trick is to use raised beds for your crops. It's simple. Build up the soil so it's higher than the surrounding ground. Raised beds not only help with drainage, but they also warm up faster in spring, giving your plants a head start. This way, when the floodwaters come, your precious plants won't be swimming for their lives. Raised beds can make all the difference between a lost harvest and a thriving one. Remember, healthy soil is like a sponge. It can absorb and hold water much better than compacted, unhealthy soil. By adding organic matter and avoiding heavy machinery when the ground is wet, you'll keep your soil in top shape and your farm more flood-resistant. Look, the climate's changing, that's just a fact. But we farmers, we're a resourceful bunch. We've been adapting to the elements for centuries. One way to roll with these climate punches is to adjust our planting schedules. If the weather's warming up earlier in the spring, why not get a head start on planting? And don't be afraid to try new crop varieties that are better suited to the changing conditions. There are some clever boffins out there developing all sorts of newfangled plants that can handle hotter temperatures, less rainfall, and even pests. Farming's not for the faint of heart. It never has been, and it never will be. But by being prepared for extreme weather, we can protect our livelihoods and keep putting food on the table. So let's get out there, be proactive, and show the world what we're made of. Keep calm and farm on.